Overall, the packaging was brilliant. There was an outer box, and the inner box is very strong, very substantial on that. But what I didn't like was how this upper fin is just up against the edge of the box. When I remove this, you can actually see an indentation there, and I suppose then it's the potential to have the upper fin broke. So I think this would need looking at if you know, anything was required with the packaging. But that's the only negative I've got. Everything else is packed, I have to say, very well, as you can see. Okay, as you can see now, I've taken everything from the box, and a good overview of the items that come with it. So the fuselage part is all ready, just needs the tail boom putting in. You get also a few tools that you require. There's Allen key drive for the putting the rotors on, USB cable, a charger with a bind plug, and a 240 cable for the charger. Also, you can see there's the transmitter, so it is a full package, bind and fly, or ready to fly, because I don't think you have to do the binding, but very comprehensive. Sorry. Also is there the set of blades and the manual. I've had a quick look at the manual, and it's very brief, but there's plenty of stuff already out on the internet to help you through the build process if you require. Okay, I've got the tail boom in now, but there's a couple of points that I think I should put out on all the videos I've watched. When you put the boom in, there's a locking nut here that's turned, but this one is actually a spring-loaded handle, and within the tail boom there's a square hole, and that has to be located into the square hole. If you wanted to remove, you would just press on that and it would come out, but you must make sure that that's well and truly home inside the hole, otherwise the tail boom can fall off, which mine kept coming out, not in flight of course, but just while I was ensuring it was fitted correctly. Regarding the GPS, fitting it into the receiver I found was quite easy, but what I did find, and it wasn't really noticeable, was this connection into the GPS was very, very loose, so I've had to push that home as well. So this just goes to show that yes, it looks a nice piece of kit, but it's not 100% let me say finished off. So now it's giving me the let's say encouragement to go across every single ball joint connection, etc., just to make sure that I'm you know, that everything's okay, because that was a bit concerning, because the GPS wouldn't have worked as it was. Okay, I've checked everything over now. Everything seems okay, all the fixings and screws, etc., everything's solid and as should be. The motor's good in its mount, the head everything seems okay there. All the ball joints and links and everything are good, so I like this part of any construction, because you don't build models nowadays when to plug and play, you just put them together. But I do like this stage because it does give yourself an opportunity to familiarise yourself with the components on the particular model and how things work. So I've just had a nice half an hour there going through everything. So yeah, another point that I like on this version, rather as opposed to the earlier versions, is the battery mounting point, which is down here, and you would be able to put the Velcro in there and it was just held in like that, but on this particular version, which is version 2, it's got a slide out battery tray. So you've got the Velcro on the tray, a strap around, and as you can see this slides in and out of the frame. So I quite like that idea. It will make installing the battery easier and a lot safer. So, and it does firmly click into place on the top part there, so that's a big positive compared to earlier versions. Okay, this is the supplied battery that came with the model, so I'll just show this one in my video. I have bought some others just to give me more than one battery. I have put 4mm bullets on there because it's my preferred connection method throughout my model range, except for the bigger ones I've got when I start to use EC5s, XT90s as well. So this, as I said just before, this is quite a nice method of doing this. So it's as simple as install to the Velcro. Again, I'm using only holding my camera in one hand, so just a second. Okay, as you can see now, the battery rack slides into the fuselage there. I've not pushed it all the way home because just wanted to make a reference to the strap that holds it in place. It does fit very snugly inside the frame, so it is a little bit fiddly. Again, I'm holding the foam filled in this, so it's I can't show you at the moment it going in any further, but it is, you can get it in, but it's, let's say, it's not as easy as what I feel it should be. Okay, the strap's beyond the frame now, so you just push it in, and now it's not possible for the battery to come any further forwards than that. I suppose you can get bigger batteries in looking, because there's plenty of room here, and it shouldn't really affect the CG that much. So it's hanging fairly central. So okay, in this demonstration I'm going to just show you how to just switch the transmitter on and put the power to the heli to check everything's okay. So what I'm going to do now is press the 2 on buttons. So all switches have to be up. That's why it wasn't going to beep, or it wasn't going to arm, so it was beeping a little strangely. So what you need to do now is to arm the helicopter. That's just confirming the ESC at the moment. It'll go through these series of tests now to put it into neutral. So everything's in the neutral position, and you've got a solid purple light on your receiver. So what you have to do now is press GPS mode, so select that on that switch, and you've got now a green light, or a yellow and green light, flashing on the receiver while it searches for the satellites. Okay, I'll now arm the rotor head and just check that. So the process for this, I've established satellite link and everything, so flick the switch to GPS from home, the green light comes on, not flashing, so you've got the satellites. Pull the sticks into the bottom right and left corner, and then while the green light is flashing, put the head to run. So once again, I'll put everything to the off position. Green light is flashing on the top, which means it hasn't got a satellite. So GPS switch, solid green light, so that means the satellites are found. Left and right sticks to the bottom corner, opposing each other. Green light is flashing here, put on to run.